DUI checkpoints or roadblocks are definitely legal in the state of Nevada. And it's very common during the holiday season because they want to keep the number of DUIs and road fatalities down. Basically, a checkpoint is where law enforcement cordons off a portion of a road or highway, and they are lawfully allowed to stop a vehicle and make an inquiry. The officer is looking for signs of impairment. They're looking to see whether they can smell alcohol. They're looking to see whether your eyes are red or watery. If an officer sees some sign of impairment, they then may ask you to pull off to a secondary area where they're going to do a more comprehensive examination, such as asking you to exit the vehicle, asking you more detailed questions about where you've been, whether you've been drinking, asking you to participate in field sobriety tests or submit to a preliminary breath test. With regard to conducting DUI sobriety checkpoints in the state of Nevada, there are certain legal requirements that must be complied with. Number one, the checkpoint must be established on a highway clearly visible to approaching traffic at a distance of no less than 100 yards in either direction. Number two, a sign must be placed near the center line of the highway displaying the word stop in letters large enough and bright enough to be readable at a distance of no less than 50 yards in either direction. Number three, the checkpoint must have at least one flashing red light at the side of the highway, also clearly visible to oncoming traffic at a distance of no less than 100 yards. And number four, warning signs must be placed at the side of the highway no less than a quarter mile from the roadblock so oncoming traffic is notified that a police stop lies ahead. Now, if you are stopped at a roadblock in the state of Nevada where law enforcement did not comply with these legal requirements, your attorney may be able to get your case dismissed irrespective of whether or not you were in fact driving under the influence. Finally, a lot of people are under the impression that law enforcement is required to notify the public prior to setting up a checkpoint. In reality, it's not legally required that they do so, but it's very common that law enforcement will post where and when they will be having checkpoints so they can send the message to the public not to drive under the influence. So you can actually go online to the Nevada Highway Patrol or different law enforcement agencies throughout the state and may be able to learn where these DUI checkpoints will be. If you've been stopped at a DUI checkpoint here in the state of Nevada and you feel that law enforcement did not comply with the requirements for a lawful checkpoint, or that your blood alcohol was not over the limit at the time you were driving, call us at Las Vegas Defense Group and we'll fight to have your charges dismissed or reduced.